All right. In the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Paul Kraft, file number 1975-9988FY. I have Jennifer Brugman appearing on behalf of the people, and I have Tina Olson appearing on behalf of Mr. Kraft. This is a date and time scheduled for defendant's motion for release on bond, pending the resolution of the current motion for relief from judgment. Ms. Olson, you may proceed.
Your Honor, if I may, real quick, we already decided, or you already denied this motion. I believe this is set for us.
We did, but it was handed to me this morning. So are we just pre-trialing this then?
Yeah, so back in March, we appeared on the motion. You denied that, but then we set this over for a status conference because in the meantime, our office needed to decide if we were going to seek a life without parole sentence. And so we have had an opportunity to review his file, as well as Ms. Olson had emailed me some additional documents to review. Our office is not going to be filing that motion. And so basically, as I understand it, Ms. Olson can chime in as well. We need to basically set this for resentencing. And I would imagine that the court would want some memorandums done.
I will say that I have received an updated case report that was filed or provided to the court, let me see, on May 6th, it looks like yesterday. And it is an update to the pre-sentence report, both of which I have. Did you guys receive that update, Ms. Olson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, good. All right, and I'm gonna throw these motions away. For some reason, got carried over to today. So I'll keep trying to hear that motion as long as they're in the file. All right, so if we order sentencing memorandums, Mr. Stevenson, did you prepare the update on this file?
Yes, I did.
All right, so is there anything else you would need to do before sentencing, or because I don't need to set it for a delay, 6 weeks out, do I?
No, there's nothing else I would need to do.
Okay, so Ms. Olson, how long would you need to provide a sentencing memorandum?
Your Honor, I'm happy to do a sentencing memorandum and provide more information to the court. But if the prosecution, as they've stated, is not seeking life without parole, there's actually just one legal sentence for Mr. Kraft, which is 40 to 60 years under MCL 769.25. So, I mean, we can proceed to resentencing as quickly as the court is ready to do that.
Ms. Brugman?
Your Honor, my understanding is that the minimum max is 40, but the maximum max is not 60. So I would disagree on that part. But there's that interpretation is up for debate as far as what Poole says, and so I guess that would be the issue.
Right. In light of that, Ms. Olson, would you like the people to do their sentencing memorandum first and then yours?
I'm fine. We know what the issues are. We can do them at the same time. And, again, I just need a short period of time to do that, Your Honor.
All right. And do you mean like, let me see here. It is May 6th, 7th. Would Miss Adams, do I have anything available the 30th or the 31st?
We could squeeze it in the 30th. You've got quite a few and drug court. The 31st we are closed.
Could I do like 11:15 on the 30th?
That should work.
That would just give us more time, Miss Olson and Miss Brugman. So 11:15 on the 30th.
For the resentencing, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, Your Honor, that's good.
Ms. Bregman?
Just verifying that that's May you're talking about.
It is. I'm gone for several weeks in June, so I'd like to get it done before that.
Okay. That should be fine, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Kraft, you do have the right to be present in person for sentencing, but you can also appear by Zoom. Do you have a preference on that, or do you wish to speak to your attorney about that?
I think this is fine.
Okay, is that all right with you, Ms. Olson?
Yes, I think Zoom makes sense, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, but they have that right, and I want to make sure.
Yes.
Okay, it's, all right, so Ms. Bruggeman, how about if Ms. Olson provides her sentencing memorandum by the 15th and you as well?
Your Honor, if I could have a little bit more time, I'm working on an interlocutory appeal from district
Okay,
case that yeah.
so what if we did the 22nd for both of you?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, so I will put that in there as well. And that'll give me time to look at them. Is there anything else we need to address today, Ms. Olson?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Just
All right,
just so I'm clear, Your Honor, are all of us appearing by Zoom for the resentencing or attorneys in person?
I think Ms. Olson, you're okay with Zoom?
I'm okay with Zoom, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And
All
we will
right.
do the writ, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And I've done a scheduling order, so we'll see you back on those days. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Kraft, you're all set and you can disconnect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have to have an officer disconnected.
All right, thank you, sir. Okay, so raise your hand if you're a defendant today or have a court case today. Anybody? Sir, what's your name?
Willis Baker.
Okay. Willis Baker. All right, so Mr. Baker, you want to come on up? And does anybody in here have Mr. Malaro as attorney?
Our son does.
What's your son's name?
Judge, he's at the campus. Judge Barry.
All right. Okay. Okay. So this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Willis Baker Jr., file number 22-20734 FH. I have William Amadeo appearing on behalf of Mr. Baker. And you're my prosecutor, Ms. Arnold. So I have Allison Arnold appearing on behalf of the people. This is the date and time set for the probation violation pretrial, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And Mr. Amadeo, how would you like to proceed today?
Your Honor, I spoke to Agent Holly. The assaultive privy is going to be dismissed. He's going to take responsibility for not having all of his community service hours done. He has provided some, he's still a little short, but we'll take responsibility, and I'd ask for immediate sentencing on that.
Okay, so I did receive a letter, an email. So hold on one second. This is Mr. Kraft. So I received, just for the record, an email, Miss Holly, as well from you to Miss Holly and my assistant that he has proof of community service verification with the Hillsdale Humane Society, and as well as a calendar. So Miss Holly will be dismissing allegation 1 and proceeding on allegation 2.
That's all, yes.
Okay, all right, want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Correct, yes,
All right, so I need you in front of the microphone and I need you to speak loudly so we have a record of this, okay?
Yes.
Could you answer again?
Yes.
Okay, now, do you understand the charges against you are that you have failed to complete any of the 45-day or 360 hours of the ordered community service work in lieu of further jail? So you understand that you failed to complete those community service hours?
Yes, ma'am.
And how many hours do you have in total?
I have to look at the sheet, but I know I have almost 10.
Almost 10?
Yeah, I work 6-7 days a week.
Okay,
He's done 10, Your Honor. He did believe he could pay money in lieu of the community service hours, but apparently that was not the case. There was some confusion. I did attach his schedule to show his work schedule. He is behind, but he has completed some.
okay. All right. So, sir, you understand you're on probation for assault with a dangerous weapon, which is a 4-year felony, and then a moving violation causing death, which is a 1-year misdemeanor.
Right.
So if you plead guilty to this violation, you could in fact be facing up to 4 years in prison.
Right.
You gotta speak up for me.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, sir, I don't typically order 360 hours of community service, but because it was in lieu of jail time, I did in this respect. You understand that?
Yes, sure.
And, okay, and you've been on probation for 2 years now, it looks like. Okay. So are you satisfied with Mr. Amadeo as your attorney and the advice that he's given you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you understand you have a right to contest this violation of probation charge and to have a trial on it?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that throughout the trial, you would be presumed innocent until your guilt is proven by a preponderance of the evidence?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand you have a right to have all the witnesses against you appear at your trial, to have your lawyer ask those witnesses questions or ask them yourself, and to have me order any witnesses you might have to appear at the trial? Do you understand all of that?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
You do not have to testify at your trial, and no one can say anything about you not testifying or hold it against you in any way. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, sir.
On the other hand, do you understand that you have a right to testify at your trial if you want to testify?
Yes, sure.
So how do you plead to the charge that you violated the terms of your probation by failing to complete any of the 45 days of the community or the ordered community service work?
Guilty.
Okay. Do you understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up the right to a trial as I've already explained to you?
Yes, correct.
Has anything been promised you to get you to plead guilty? Speak up, please.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
All right. Has anyone threatened you in any way to get you to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
If I accept this plea, you'll be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during this hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Is it your own choice to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Baker, when you were placed on probation, in lieu of any jail term, you were ordered to complete 45 days of community service work. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that was like 2 years ago.
Yes, Your Honor.
You totally could have had that done by now. Okay. All right. And you have 10 hours or 10 days?
It's like 10 days. So
Okay.
I've seen 5 hours.
I know.
Yeah, I have more. I tried to get the sheet from the lady yesterday, but she wasn't in at work.
Miss Holly, I received some paperwork and we'll get that over to you, okay?
It's the same. It's the same as what I got.
Okay. All right, good. All right. And what does he owe on fines and costs?
I haven't checked on that yet. I don't know if he's paid anything or not.
Your Honor, I think he's also, he has supervision fees, but he paid all the fines you assigned to
I
him.
probably owe supervision.
He probably does have supervision at $30 a month.
That's correct.
But the actual fees that he was found, he did pay.
Well, his bond was applied.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so he has a zero balance except for supervision fees. I see that in the file. Okay, so, all right, I accept the plea. Has been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. The defendant has full knowledge of his rights. He does have competent counsel. I'm going to refer this to the probation department for an updated probation violation report. All right, and let's see what Ms. Adams gave me a date for. May 17 at 8 AM. Are you available, Mr. Amadeo? Even if it's via Zoom?
Yes, I can be there via Zoom if I have to.
All right. So, Mr. Baker, do you want to be present in person or via Zoom?
I can, yeah, I can do Zoom.
Zoom's allowed, Judge.
That's right.
All right, and you work 6, 7 days a week?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, and,
I don't think it's supposed to.
He does have to report to probation today as well, Judge.
In Hillsdale, because there's
There's
a Monahan.
okay, so, all right, so we'll set this for sentencing on May 17th at 8 o'clock. Ms. Holly, do you want him to stop over and talk to you today? Or no, he's in Hillsdale. You want him to stop over and talk to you today?
Is he here? Yes, have him, yeah, why don't you go ahead and do that? Yeah, thank you.
Okay, all right, so we'll see you back May 17th at 8 via Zoom. And, do you have my Zoom number?
I'll get it to him.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so we'll see you back then. Go stop across the hall and see Ms. Holly, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so I am going to.
I'm here for any arraignments,
Okay, good.
any pleas
All
that you
right,
had.
so at this time, I'm gonna go off live stream.